right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
18 Gator. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Now.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Go now. 30 base. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Let's go. No.
First and 10 at the 42.
On first and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the...
And the pressure gets to him again.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Jones now on first down. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So they keep on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. First and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And now Murray fighting, lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll try and pound it in with Dre. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gone.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
That's it, baby. You don't work.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Undercrush.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Murray off play action. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's complete to Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Jones now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now Drake. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Giants' 16-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun on third down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Come up the ball hard. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Look at me. Zipper. Kill. Hey, lock it. Kill. Look at me. Go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ready.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Letting one go deep for the end. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his right. Open man is Kirk, complete. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Fielded just inside the 20.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
60 out more.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 7. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Rock it.
Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing Jones. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
And now look at him go. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones throwing again. Complete. This is Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Right back to Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, time.
Here's Jones to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Jones, and that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Peterson. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll run it. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what is
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much to play with a totally different style.
Arizona, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.